Hello again, folks. What are we doing today, Sharon?
We're going to be making a Christmas pudding.
We are doing it in a pressure cooker, and it's all a one-pot wonder, Sharon.
I love a one-pot wonder.
Right, you do like a one-pot wonder, and so does Sharon. And we're going to be doing this, everything, in one mixing bowl.
Tip it all in and tip it all into that basin, then tip it all into the pressure pot.
That one. For those of you who have asked, this is a traditional
Mason
pudding pot. Times can vary, so we're only going to do the times with the basic mason pot. You can get different
Pyrex dishes.
Pyrex, ceramic.
But make sure they're heat-proof.
Yeah.
Make sure that when you get a bowl, because not all bowls are.
So let's have a look at the ingredients.
Here are the ingredients to our traditional Christmas pudding. 500 grams of mixed fruit, 50 grams of cherries, 25 milliliters of brandy, 125 grams of fresh breadcrumbs. We used brown bread, 25 grams of ground almonds, 1 lemon zest and the juice, 2 large eggs, 125 grams of brown sugar, 125 grams of suet, 50 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, 1 tablespoon of black treacle.
Okay, baby, let's put this together and just show everybody how we do it. We line everything up, just get everything in their individual components rather than have all the packets out. So that all we've got, literally, that's where these little bowls come in handy, show these little Chinese things, don't they?
Yes.
So, first of all, let's go in with the dry ingredients first. Off you go.
That's your ground almonds. You can use white breadcrumbs.
Yeah, you've used brown now.
Yeah, for a change, because you like your Christmas pudding to be dark. This is vegetable suet.
Yeah. In with your brown sugar. That's your standard brown sugar, Sharon, isn't it?
Soft brown sugar.
And this white flour here, what is it?
Plain flour.
Just normal plain flour.
Yeah.
And we've got a lovely zest of a lemon there, folks. That smells absolutely lovely.
That is the smell of Christmas.
Very aromatic, Sharon. In that goes. Right, we've got our mixed spice here, ground mixed spice.
Teaspoon.
So you're just going to ponk one of them in. It ain't got to be very accurate. It's a lovely Christmassy flavour, that, Sharon, isn't it?
Yeah, I like a heaped teaspoon.
Yeah, in with that. Now we have got the lemon there. We'll put that in when we put the main mix in.
Yeah.
So we'll just give them a little bit of a mix up. This one pot wonder, Sharon. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely cooking in one pot. Whoa. Less washing up for you, baby.
Sip.
Now we've got our mixed fruit here, and Sharon, also, as you can probably see, there are cherries in there as well. So it's a packet of mixed fruit with diced peel and stuff like that in it.
That's a 500 gram bag there, that's all it is.
And also, have you put any brandy in this yet?
Oh yes, it's been soaking overnight in brandy to bring the flavour out.
Right, how much of that did we put in?
Well, that was a new bottle. There we go.
Yeah, so about, well, I don't know.
Just, if you like it strong, put more brandy in.
There you go. This normally comes up to about the neck there, so she's put a good old bit in there. So literally all that goes in. We can now drop in the lemon juice as well. I'll help you, Sharon. That is the juice of how many lemons?
1 lemon.
Just 1 lemon. In that goes. We've got our eggs here, so I'll just drop them in for her. And she's just literally bringing it all together now. Just getting everything combined. And if you could smell this, people, it is absolutely lovely. Now we've also got the black treacle, Sharon.
Yep.
So, how many tablespoons of that you're going to put in?
1 tablespoon.
Okay, that will give it a nice rich taste, won't it?
And dark colour as well.
Yeah. And one thing to note as well, which I should have said beforehand, Sharon, if you dip that in hot water first, or even grease it with oil, like olive oil or something, you won't have all this hassle of getting it off the spoon afterwards, just to let you know, folks. Just a little tip there. But we don't do our own tip, Sharon, do we? All the time. Because we forget, don't we?
Yeah, we're only human.
And literally just bring all that together.
And when I was a little girl, that was not many years ago, my mum always called us all out and we'd all have to have a stir and make a wish.
Yeah. And they used to put sixpences in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Years ago. Wouldn't do that now though, because you might bite on it and or someone might choke. The fear of choking, Sharon.
And if you want now, you could add a bit more brandy.
Right, there you go. And as you can see, folks, it's quite a dry mix there. Don't be too put off by that, because there's a lot of vegetable shortening in there which will melt down. So Sharon's just going to take our bowl now. This is our little disc she's cut out of a bit of parchment paper.
So it doesn't stick at the top.
Which is the bottom, in this case. But it'll be the top when we pull it out, won't it? So we're just going to put this mixture in now. Make sure you don't disturb your little disc. There you go. Just whack it all in the bowl, into this pudding bowl. As I said, depending on the bowl you've got will depend on the cooking time, believe it or not. So if it isn't done when the cooking time is up, just add it on for a bit longer, put a bit more in. So that mix fills that bowl to perfection. So all Sharon's got now is some silver foil and some greaseproof paper. And she's just putting a pleat in that just in case it rises. It shouldn't rise too much, there's not a lot of flour in there, folks. So we'll just put that over the top, like that. Right, so let's get this string going around here. Only use string, folks, don't use an elastic band or anything like that, because it could melt and you could be in all sorts of problems with that. This is, again, nice and simple, folks. Now, we know you can buy these in the shops, but the thing with these is there's no added preservatives in. It's all homemade. Ones you buy from the shop, they have to have a really long shelf life. As you well know, sometimes these can be in the shop for 4 or 5 months before Christmas. So that's the reason why we make our own. Okay, so we've got our kasuri. You can do this in a pressure pot. You can do this in a 15-in-1, Sharon, as well, can't you? Yep. Any pressure cooker you can do this in. Right, all we're going to do is put in 300 millilitres of water. We've got this little trivet there, Shell.
Yeah.
And we're just going to stand that in there. And all we're going to do is put our pudding on the trivet, on with our lid. And we're going to do this on pressure cook, Sharon.
Yep.
So we're going to go pressure cook on high. We'll leave the keep warm function on this one. And how long is this going on for, Sharon?
I'd say about 40 minutes I'm going to give this.
Right, we're doing 40 minutes, folks, but normally these things are in for how long, Sharon? In an oven or steaming on a hob?
2 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours. So 40 minutes is quite a quick time.
I'm going by our steamed pudding. That took 24 minutes, and that's a light sponge. I'm counting for all that fruit in there.
Yeah, and that thick bowl we've got in there. And then just press your start button.
And hey ho, away you go.
So we'll come back in 40 minutes. I think it will definitely be done in 40 minutes. And we'll have a little sniff. We're not going to be eating it or tasting it, because this is going to go in a cupboard for Christmas in a airtight container, Sharon.
For Christmas.
See you in 40 minutes, folks. Right, we've let it naturally vent, haven't we?
We have.
It's been sitting there venting, as you can see, folks, for 46 minutes. Look, we just left it.
Yeah.
So the pip's gone down, but we know we're happy enough to open it up now. So let's take that lid off. There we go. And look, see, it's still held the steam in there. Now, do you want to rip into that, or?
No, we'll undo it properly.
You believe it's going to be working?
It actually feels firm.
Yeah, so we're going to take it out now, folks. There we go. Still got a bit of water in there, as you can see. Look, we've got just covering the bottom there, so you got. Oh, you can just pull it down. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that, Sharon. I was going to cut it with some string, but it's a tapered bowl, isn't it?
Cut it with some string. I'd like to see you do that.
Cut it with some scissors, rather. Right, let's have a look at this, folks.
Please, please.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it smells of Christmas.
It smells absolutely lovely, doesn't it?
It does. It smells of Christmas, and loads of fruit, isn't there?
Now, as you can see, it's not ultra dark like some of them you get.
No.
If you wanted it to get darker, just
dark brown sugar.
And also the put another spoonful of syrup in.
Yeah.
What's it called? Treacle.
Black treacle, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can get darker brown. That was just a normal brown sugar. You can get dark brown sugar, and that would have done it as well, made it a bit darker.
So there you go, folks. Our Christmas pudding is done. Right, well, that's the Christmas pudding now. Oh, smell that.
It does, it smells lovely.
That's the Christmas pudding now cooked. Now, we're not going to be eating this now. As I said, we've done this a few weeks before Christmas. So what we'll do, we'll leave it in this container. We'll put it in a sealed
I'm going to wrap it over in foil as well, when it's cooled.
Yeah, when it's cooled down, close it in foil, put it in a sealed container. But will we be feeding this with...
No, you don't have to, but we'll check it when we do the Christmas cake.
Treat it as a Christmas cake, really, and feed it if you want. With just press some cocktail sticks into it, and just maybe spoon some brandy into it if you're partial to brandy, or even port or sherry. Whatever drink takes your tipple, takes your fancy, then you can lace it with that. But that's not ready to be eaten now anyway.
No.
When it comes to be eaten, obviously you'll put it in your...
you can warm it in the microwave, Christmas Day.
air fryer, steamer.
Whatever.
On the day.
Yeah.
And it will be ready to eat.
And then pour it with a bit of brandy and set light to it.
Yeah, so that's our Christmas pudding done, folks. It's a traditional recipe, this one, with the suet in.
It's an old-fashioned recipe.
Yeah, and obviously that's why it's a lot lighter as well in colour, instead of being the very dark colour you get from the shop-bought ones, for example. And it won't be as dense as well, although it's quite heavy. It won't be dense and heavy because we didn't press it down and condense it. We just sort of spooned it in and just levelled it out, so it won't be quite dense as you normally find with the shop-bought ones anyway.
You make your brandy butter as well, hasn't it? You can have with it, or custard, brandy sauce.
Not to be eaten now,
no.
It's to be eaten further on down the line, and provided it's in a sealed container, it will be fine. You don't need all them extra preservatives with months and months of shelf life like you do in the shop ones. Anyway.
So I'm going to cover that with foil, when it's cool, cover it with foil and put it away.
And that's it, folks.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that. That is our making our own Christmas pudding, all in one pot wonder, all done in the pressure cooker there. And don't forget, you can do it in your Ninja. You can do it in your pressure pot. We done it in our Kasori pressure cooker there. Hope you've enjoyed that one, folks. Join us for a few more recipes coming up about Christmas. And if you don't know, we've done the Christmas dinner in the air fryers as well last year, and we'll be doing probably the same again this year. Whether we film or not, Shell, who knows?
I can't have cameras round me Christmas Day.
Well, you did last year, baby.
Oh, I don't know. I managed it. I've got more people this year, so we'll see.
More people. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. Don't forget to have a little binge watch of our videos and hit that subscribe button down there. We haven't had many subscribers over the last few months, baby.
They don't like us.
They don't like us anymore. I don't think so, Shell.
It doesn't cost us.
It's just that so many people watch without pressing the subscribe button. If you like what you see here,
I'm actually guilty of that myself. So I must do some more subscribing.
Thanks very much, folks. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.
Bye.
Get that wrapped up, baby.
Will do.
Oh, doesn't it smell lovely?